Welcome back, everybody, to Oranges of the Realm. Now, before we start big episode 15, because, it's a rounded number, so. Before we start today's episode, remember the person I was telling you about on episode 4 when I asked somebody to be the leading knight, the new leading knight after Knight Zacchaeus left? But then I found a better one, which was Knight Noah. Well, his name was Luca, and after I said I found a better knight, he was no longer the leading knight, he said he would start his villain arc. So he's going to be referred to as Villain Luca now. So for the past forever, ever since he said that, he's done nothing. Like literally nothing to us. Nothing at all in general. But today, around 7:21 a.m., Villain Luca stated that he would finally start his villain arc by setting up a capitalistic kingdom. He would make capitalism in our kingdom. And that's actually not that bad. Capitalism's good, So, if we didn't have a capitalistic society for the Orange Kingdom already, he's going to set up one for us. And if we did, he's going to strengthen it. So, that's good. Villain Luca? Question mark? I don't know. I really don't. More like Hero Luca to me. Ha 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 ha. He's still a villain though. Just to make it easier on us. But anyways, like 5 hours later, back to the siege. Where the real thing actually happens. And so, today, starting off the actual action, I guess, or the main part of the episode, it was announced that King Orange and King Apple had arrived at the battlefield, or the scene, or the siege, or whatever. And so, Queen Peyton being, what Knight Noah said back in episode, I want to say, 7, when she declared herself queen, what Knight Noah said. Yeah. She's a real bitch. Queen Peyton being that. She ordered Knight Zacchaeus to kill King Orange and King Apple, thinking he would obey her. But not anymore. So he didn't do that. He didn't kill them. So they're still alive. Hooray! Then the army intercepted a food supply line that was going to the kingdom. But since there's a siege, we got them just in time. And, sabotage it. So now they're not having any more food. So, and it's not alive, by the way. So that's good. Also, Villain Luca, after he said he set up a capitalistic society, said that he wouldn't eat the any food that was alive and sentient because he stated that there should be a law that if they're sentient, then they shouldn't be eaten. So, is he really a villain? I don't know, but we were gonna make that a law. So yeah. Also, side note, you see how all these oranges are kind of upside down because they can't support on their bottom. They can't stand up on their bottom. You see. But this one is different because this one has this thing at the bottom so he can stand up. Whoa. He's upright. He's the first ever orange to do that. Or at least an orange kind of like that, not like one of these oranges. So, I asked Queen Peyton to surrender and, give up the castle. But she refused. And then I offered her a proposal that I can allow her kingdom to remain independent as long as the food war shall end. And she still declined that, so food war is still going on. So, but Knight Zacchaeus intervened and actually started setting up negotiations with Queen Peyton. And when the negotiations were being said, a little skirmish happened outside the walls. So yeah, while Queen Peyton and Knight Zacchaeus were having a little chat to make terms, and a little skirmish happened outside the city walls. And hooray! Like I promised in episode 2, we finally have lemon slices now. Hooray! So now it's accurate with the lemon slices and the tiny beef jerky sticks. So the entire thing is now accurate. Finally. Took us long enough. Well, anyways, a little skirmish happened outside. It went on for quite some time. You know, it wasn't really that like long, but it wasn't really short either. But in the end, they retreated back into their walls, and so we won. Let's go! Another victory for the Allies. But eventually, the terms were set. The Pringles and their allies shall not lay a single finger on our army, and vice versa, so we can like attack them or do anything to them. So, hooray! And when I asked Knight Zacchaeus what that really meant, he said that the war was over. And I was like, hooray! And then I asked Queen Peyton to open her gates and for negotiations. I really wanted to sack and burn the city. We all wanted to do that. But she didn't fall for the trick and declined, so I was pretty sad. Then I told Knight Zacchaeus what I really wanted to do, and he said, don't do it. We had an agreement. Don't burn Pringleburg. We're not going to do that. And I was like, aw. Wait a minute, I'm the prince. A little bit later, the Beef Jerky King said this. Yo guys, I made up my mind, and I just want to say that I'm leaving the war. Yeah, the beef jerkies are leaving the war. Frick you, Queen Peyton. Why did you do this? We let you go the first time in episode 2, I think. And now you're doing this. Let's go. Also, can you guys return my prisoners? Like my soldiers that are now your prisoners? Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. Hooray, dude! Hooray! Hustle. Yeah, the beef jerkies left the war. And that's one less ally down. Or to deal with, I guess. One less enemy. But not only that, the king of the applesauce, which was just another applesauce, declared that he would join the war. So we got them on our side. But the soldiers didn't arrive yet, so. But that's another ally for us. Hooray! After a little bit, Knight Zacchaeus told me that he would actually love to sack and burn the city. And he asked me how I was going to do it, how we were going to get in if the city gates were closed. And I just said, I explained to him about the secret weapon that I ordered to be here on Thursday. And he was like, oh, got it. Because he knows what the secret weapon is. I ain't telling you yet until it arrives. Let me do that again. I told him about the secret weapon that will be used to end this war and to break into there. Finally, it's in sight. Victory at all costs. Man, I'm so glad we're finally out of this war. Too much death, man. There's been too much death. Okay, you're all falling over. I know, right? Guys, I have a confession to make. I was at the Battle of Jalapeno Pringle Fields. No, you weren't. Yes, I was. I even saw my own brothers die right in front of me, getting their heads chopped off. That's war, man. You know it's gonna happen. But that begs the question. Why did we leave exactly? Oh, I can answer that. We left because of, for starters, Queen Peyton was eating us throughout this entire thing. 2, what gain do we have from this? I mean, what will we win? We're not even bordering any of the, No, I think we're bordering the Orange Kingdom, but still, barely anything. The reward is, smaller than the cost of it. And also, 3, yeah, we were going to lose this thing. The Pringles were going to lose. Might as well just back out before we lose anything. Maybe we'll gain something out of it. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, King. I didn't mean it like that. You're welcome. Stop it, please. Thank you, my king. Your majesty. Yes. Yes, more formal. Ha ha ha. Yes. So, what do we do now? Yeah, I have no clue.